thoughts on today's game?
I thought it was a really good response for us after halftime. We had a good discussion in the locker room. Was really, really proud of the performance there in the second half. Some really good goals from the group. I think when you look at it holistically and you look at this stretch that we've been on with regard to so many games in such a short amount of time, I was really, really happy to see the response tonight from the group after two difficult games. I think we showed tonight that we can put the ball in the back of the net, and we've done it a lot this year. We've just certainly missed some opportunities the last few weeks, but this was a well-earned win, and really, really happy for the group.
After Wednesday, you mentioned getting Cam in a rhythm. Do you feel like he's a little bit back into that rhythm now after today?
Yeah, I think he did a really good job on both sides of the ball. And again, I know I've said it before in these press conferences, but when you look at Wilson as well coming on and doing the job and making a difference, the two of them are doing a really good job of pushing one another. So for Wilson, it was he's put in a lot of minutes over the course of this season so far. Wanted to get Cam a start, and obviously he takes advantage of that with two goals, but was really, really proud of Wilson as well. Come in defensively, do the work that we need, and get a goal as well. This is how this team can be so dangerous when you see the depth and the players able to come in and make a difference.
With those two in particular, what does this look like going forward? Is it a good problem to have type of situation?
Yeah, I think, listen, we certainly haven't had time to, over the course of the season so far, to be able to work through what 2-9s looks like, other than in preseason. And then when you look at how the two of them have pushed each other, worked with one another, I think it shows that you have two really, really good nines. And so what we'll continue to do is evaluate both of them, evaluate the opponent. And I've said it before, but I'm confident in both of them. So whoever starts, I'm confident we'll get the job done.
Not that you guys have trailed much this season, but this was the first comeback win of the year. You mentioned the halftime talk and all that, but what was the key to kind of turning this one around today?
Yeah, I think in the first half we did a really good job of trying to pull them out. Teams come to Lim Family Stadium and they sit in pretty deep, and they make it difficult for us to have to break them down. Obviously, we concede a poor goal, but I think the goal right before half gives us a little bit of life. We had a good discussion at halftime, and then what we talked about was trying to make them come out a little bit more with short passes to then be able to exploit the space in behind, and I felt we did a pretty good job of that. Obviously, you look at Matiti in behind on the last goal, Wilson finding a good spot. So a lot of these things we touch on at halftime, and to see the players execute, really, really happy with it. I should say they came out in a shape that they haven't come out in one time this year, with five in the back, looking to sit and hit us in transition. And I was happy that we were able to break them down, obviously, numerous times and come away with 3 points.
And after what has obviously been an uncharacteristic run of form, do you feel like this can get you back on track or put you where you want to be moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's really easy for people to be in the moment, which I understand, trust me, especially being in this position. But when you look at, over the course of this season, it's 17 games, a game averaging every four and some change days. I think we've lost 2 out of the 17 games, right? When you put it in perspective, we've had a rough couple weeks. There's no doubt about it. It's not up to the expectation of myself or the players, but at the same time, this is a good football team. This is a good locker room. It's a good group of guys that I'm confident that after a little bit of rest here, we're going to be in a good way of being able to get a full week of training under our belt, which we haven't been able to do in a while. And hopefully we can use this as a stepping stone to continue back on the path that we were from the start of the season.
And just one last thing for me, Josh getting a second call-up now to actually have the opportunity to go over and play games. Just obviously you had the knock in the midweek and comes back and plays the full 90, but beyond all of that, just what he's become as a professional, what can you really say there?
Yeah, we've been so proud of him, and I know I've talked about it a lot in the press, but when you look at his development here at LouCity, when you look at the job that our academy staff does in Mario Sanchez and in Luke Spencer and all of them, you feel an immense amount of pride when he continues to put in the performances he does, both in training and obviously in games. He needs to continue to put his head down. He needs to continue to work hard, focus on the basics every single day. He has, and that's why he is where he is right now. We're proud of him with the call-up. Anytime you're able to represent your country, I think it's a massive honor, and I know that he knows this. So when you look at Josh, we're excited about this trip he's about to take. We're going to miss him here, no doubt about it, but we are really, really happy for him. He deserves it.
Who is your man of the match, not named Cameron Lancaster or St. Harris?
Tonight?
Yeah, tonight.
I thought there were a couple, really good performances. Listen, I think because of the position that he plays, Tyler Gibson doesn't get anywhere near enough credit that he deserves. I think I'm going to throw a stat at you, and Jonathan will have to double check me here, but I think in the 10 games that he started, we've won 9 of them, right? And so, it's easy. He's not the most flashiest player, but he is so important to the way that I want to play. He's so important to the group. Was really proud of him again tonight to put in a shift the way that he did after Wednesday. So for me, he'd probably be my man of the match, including Cameron, to be fair.